must have blown Liverpool right out of the title picture.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Red and Blue Review. Welcome to another one in our series of Getting to Know You. My name is Nick Philpott and I'm delighted to be joined with and by Theresa Baker, a fan of the Red and Blue Review and a regular on the show. Hi Theresa, welcome along. How you doing?
Hi Nick, yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right, all in these heady days of lockdown. Right, here we go. We have a series of 10 questions for you, and I'm about to kick off with your first one. Nice and easy. Why Crystal Palace?
Well, that's quite an easy one for me to answer. I did my nurse training up at Croydon University Hospital, as it is now, used to be Mayday, and we were renting a house. There's a group of us student nurses renting a house just off White Horse Lane in Thirsk Road. Oh. And every Saturday, I would see the crowds going up the road and I could hear the match from our house. And it just sounded awesome. And then my brother-in-law, Ian Barnett, was a massive Palace fan. And when they found out I was in Thirsk Road, I used to go down the road, steal all the police cones, put them around my house as they had parking on match day. And then he took me to my first game.
Which was, okay, that leads us beautifully onto the second one. Which was what? What was your first?
Baptism of Fire. It was Birmingham City.
Not the Birmingham City game. End of season. Yeah. What year, can you remember what year that was?
1989, 1990, 89. Just before we went on our FA Cup run, wasn't it?
So was that the fancy dress day? When they all turned up with fancy dress? And
yeah.
It was all the aggravation?
Oh, it was just madness.
What was your recollection of it?
Making the mistake of, we were in the Arthur Waite stand, and of course it was all standing. And my sister and I went with my sister and my brother-in-law and a couple of other guys. Graham O'Neill.
Yeah.
Was there.
Regards, Graham, if you're watching this.
And my sister and I made the mistake of standing in front of the barrier poles. You know,
Yeah.
We scored and there was a surge.
So this is, just correct me if I'm wrong, this is the one where there was loads of violence at the game, yeah?
Yeah, they were up the one end of the Arthur Waite stand. We were mid Arthur Waite and it was just madness. That was my first game and I fell in love with it.
Well, do you realise, I don't know if you realise that day I was also in the Arthur Waite stand, okay? I don't know why, but I was, okay? And what had actually happened is that all the Birmingham fans had turned up late, okay? And they somehow got in one of the gates in the Arthur, bear in mind they were sited in the Holmesdale Road end, okay? They got in through one of the gates in the Arthur Waite and came in front of us, okay? That's how the violence started, because of course they were walking down the side of the pitch and that's how it kicked off. I honestly thought that day somebody had died. I really did. I saw the stretchers on the pitch, the police officers charging across the pitch. What a day.
I'll be honest, we didn't stay for the whole game because my brother-in-law was just like, right, get me and my sister out. It was like a bit too full on, but that was my first game.
Well, what a baptism of fire, as you say.
It was baptism of fire.
So tell me, what is your most memorable moment as a Palace fan?
Probably being in Villa Park when the FA Cup semi-final against Liverpool.
What a day.
And, fantastic day. That was probably my best memorable moment. Obviously the Wembley experience as well, but yeah, that was something to behold. It was
give me one memory from that day. Tell me about one thing that comes to mind on that day. Anything you like.
Driving home down the motorway, my brother-in-law's, he had a Ford Fiesta XR2 and passing all the Palace fans and beeping the horns on the motorway and waving and kind of giving the cheer. That was probably. Oh, did you want a match day?
No, not at all. So, okay, question 4 then. Who is the greatest Crystal Palace player of your generation, and most importantly, why?
Oh, now, I would say, and I think he's been completely forgotten, Nigel Martin. From when I was younger and going to the games, he was a pivotal part of our squad. until he shaved off his moustache and he was like Samson and kind of lost all his strength.
What a great shout, though. Nigel Martin. Not a lot of people would go with Nigel Martin. First £1 million goalkeeper. Signed from where? Bristol Rovers?
Rovers, I think it was.
Oh, yeah. What a great
And he was an integral part of our team. He never performed he didn't perform as well when he made the England squad.
Yeah.
But I was always confident when Nigel Martin was in goal. I mean, I love Speroni. Oh, I adore Gaeta.
Yeah.
Maybe I've got a thing for goalkeepers, I don't know. But
Yeah.
he was
okay, on that subject, you do realise I used to be a goalkeeper, didn't you? Does that help?
That's why I love you so much now.
Okay, and it's quite interesting. You're talking about Nigel Martin. Steve Coppell was talking about Nigel Martin the other day, and he was saying that when he came to the club for that £1 million transfer fee, and people thought we were these days, obviously, £1 million transfer fee is nothing. He was saying what a grounded guy he is. What a grounded, just a nice guy. There was none of this when he walked into the changing room. Okay, Nigel Martin walks in, and most big money signings would be Billy Big Watsits, okay? Nigel Martin was just a genuinely nice, and he said, was and is a genuinely nice guy. Great choice. And very left field as well, so good stuff. On the subject of Steve Coppell and so on the subject of managers, who is your favourite ever Crystal Palace
You just
manager?
said it.
Really?
Yeah, I love Sir Stevie Coppell. Oh, legend. I was devastated when he left. Devastated. I just couldn't see why he'd gone. I was just like, oh, why have we got rid? I don't know.
I get this feeling with Steve Coppell, and by the way, what you don't know, because I haven't told you my list of questions, because I did this with Ian the other day, mine was also Sir Steve. So great choice, by the way. I think to myself,
I would love to see Steve Coppell with the squad that we've got now.
And he was saying only the other day, that he was at the training ground quite regularly. Even these days, he goes to the training ground quite regularly because he adores Roy Hodgson. But he's I actually think that he's an underachiever. He had more to give to the game. Okay?
Oh, absolutely.
He ended up for the last few years out in India. What a waste of the talent. What a waste of the talent. Okay, moving on then. So question 6. What is your favourite ever Crystal Palace kit?
Got to be the white sash. When it was our home kit, the white sash is a home kit.
What, the new version or the 79 version?
I love the new version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I think. I mean, there's a poll going on at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah.
The Football Museum, and I think Palace, the sash is something like 63% of the vote.
Yeah, but is that the old sash? I think that might be the Vince Hilaire sash as opposed to the one that we had a couple of seasons back. I'm not sure. You might be right.
But that's probably my favourite kit. Is the sash? It's one of those instantly recognisable Palace kits.
Okay,
it's the kit that everyone associates with Palace.
Absolutely right, and it wouldn't surprise me next season if actually, because it's so popular, and your choice is great, by the way.
And we are the oldest football club in the league, by the way.
We are the oldest football club in the league, allegedly. Okay, but it wouldn't surprise me if they next season's home kit is a design similar to that. It wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, let's move along. What are your thoughts on our current first team squad?
Ooh. Old, but old doesn't necessarily mean bad either. I think they're pretty grounded. I think the introduction of Cahill is inspired. I think he's doing a great job to bring them all together. I love Milivojevic. I still love Luka, but I think Cahill is bringing them all together better. The last couple of games, we looked like we were actually playing with a squad that wanted to play together. Beginning of the season, not so much so. Whether it had something to do with Zaha, I don't know. But Zaha seemed to have picked his ideas up, and he seems to look more comfortable now playing in the squad. Maybe that's just me. And of course, I do have a thing for Benteke. I still think he's going to come good.
I love your optimism. I do love your optimism. So, if you were the chairman, list 3 things that you would change and why?
One, the toilets in the Lower Holmesdale, the female toilets, was one. Season ticket prices. I think I know we're in London, and I know we've got to be competitive, and I know we all want to be competitive. But I think they're a struggle for a lot of people, and I absolutely detest the fact that you've got to have so many points to be able to get a ticket for away games. I think it's quite unfair.
Has to be a better way, isn't it?
There
has to be a better system.
There's got to be, because there's a lot of genuine fans that have to rely on other people to get them tickets, and it's not fair on it can get embarrassing, keep asking the same person, can you get me a ticket, can you get me a ticket? But it's also stress on that person as well. It's not fair.
Now we know,
or having to find somebody that's bought a ticket and can't go for whatever reason. I would like to go to a lot more home games if I could buy my own away ticket. But the point system, I think does stop a lot of genuine fans travelling. We have got slated in the past for the amount of fans that we travel with. On the whole, we travel well, but I think we'd probably travel with a lot more if more fans actually had access to get those tickets. Now, I understand why they do it, because they want to stop people, like if it's a big club game like a Liverpool, they want to stop the Liverpool fans buying up tickets to get into the away end. I understand that. But there's got to be a better way of doing it, in my opinion.
Thank you. If you could go back in time and change the outcome of a match, what match would it be and why?
What game was it that stopped Palace getting into Europe when we finished third?
So you say that Europe is important to you?
I think it would have. I would love to see us play in Europe, Nick. I think we've got the potential to do it. But I would love to, because we had such a good squad at that time, and we were so strong. And I would love to see what we could have achieved in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, I always look at the Fulham model under Roy Hodgson. Look how well he did. I think he got was it the UEFA final as manager? What an achievement that was with the small clubs and small budget and everything else. So why can't we do it? You're right. Before I let you go, last one. Okay, if you didn't support Crystal Palace, who would you support?
No one. I couldn't imagine not supporting Palace. It's not something I've thought of. Leeds United, I don't know. Quite like Leeds because I like their fans. And the fact my housemate is Leeds.
I know you said Leeds.
Yeah.
He's not standing behind you with your arm up his back, up your back, is he? Great answer.
No, it would be someone with a decent fan base. I think Leeds have got it. I hope they come up.
Yeah, no, they've got a good fan base as well.
If it wasn't Palace, it would probably be Crawley, which we've got my nearest league team. It wouldn't be Brighton.
Quite right, it wouldn't be Brighton. Of course it wouldn't be Brighton. Theresa Baker, thank you for joining me.
Thanks, Nick.